Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another planner tour. So this is the planner that I'm currently using. It's a Midori style notebook system. So I'm really excited to do this video, and again it's one of my most highly requested videos that is in polymer clay. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Before I get started, I did want to really apologise for the background of this video. This is a really creased tablecloth. I can't get the creases out, so I'm very sorry about that. But this is sort of my new uni home, and the desk here was completely destroyed by the previous tenant. So I really didn't want to show you guys that, so I've put down this pink tablecloth because otherwise it would just be the ugliest thing you've ever seen. So I really apologise for the fact that it's creased, but it's much better than the alternative, so I'm just going to get on with this video. So like I said, this is a Midori style notebook, and I used to use ring bound planners and I still really like ring bound planners, but I think for actual planning I think I prefer this, and I've had this since June and it's worn really well. And the appeal of Midori notebooks is that they wear really well because it's a traveller's notebook, so they kind of age and they scratch, which I thought I was going to hate, but honestly I think it's been really good. I kind of wanted to get one like this to teach myself not to be so neat, because I think in ring bound planners I get a bit weird, I get a bit neurotic about the way it looks, and I still get my fix of ring bound planners because I use this Kiki K for my shop, my Kawaii Studios Etsy shop. So if you want a tour of this, then also let me know because I will happily do that for you guys. But yeah, so I get my fix when I want a ring bound planner, I just go to this. So yeah, so like I said, if you want to see a tour on this, let me know. So this planner is actually from Pelle Studios, or Pelle Studios, I'm not really sure, on Etsy, and I absolutely adore that shop. The customer service is incredible, it's shipped really fast, there's loads of freebies when you buy this, and I think it's perfectly priced. It's absolutely wonderful. So you can actually choose to have charms in it, but I think I chose not to. These are actually my charm, well, this is my charm, I design and sell these if you didn't know, and it's just a purple macaroon, and then this is just a purple tassel from my friend Daisy, who owns Daisy Made Jewellery and also Cloudy Cow. So you can check out her channel, well, her channel and her shop down below in the description. I'll leave all the links to everything I talk about today down there. So what I wanted from this planner was black on the outside and then pastel on the inside, and obviously like a pop of pastel on the outside. So the pens I use, if you didn't know, are the Friction 0.7 pens. I have thousands of these, absolutely thousands of them, and I swear by these pens, they're the only pens I use. So I'm just going to get on to what's inside my planner. So this is actually my planner. So it's got my weekly, monthly, and then I also have a booklet for YouTube in the shop. And then I also have a sketchbook in here for when I design my products. So when you open it up, like I said, it's just a piece of leather, and then it's got elastic, black elastics keeping the notebooks in. This is actually the regular size, and it only comes with 2 elastics, which in theory means you should only put 2 notebooks in, but I have 4 in here, as you can see, and I also have a little folder that is sandwiched between this one. I did that by connecting some of the books together with an elastic band in the middle. Again, if you want to see how to do that, the Reset Girl has a brilliant video showing you everything you need to know. Midori does make their own brand of elastics to keep things together, but I found an elastic band that was the perfect size. So anyway, so here is just the folder. Again, I haven't really finished this this planner completely because I haven't decorated the outsides of the planners, or the booklet should I say, but yeah, I really like the way it looks, to be honest. I quite like it kind of blank, but I would like to have a photo or something, but we'll see in the future maybe. So like I said, this folder is just sandwiched between the first book, which is my weekly planner. So I'll just go over what I've got in here. So here are just some paper clips. These 2 are from a set from Asda, which I picked up today and I absolutely love them. And then this one comes free with the Midori or Fauxdori. It's gold, and I also got a black and a silver one when I bought this. Then here I have 2 business cards, which are my business cards. I like to have loads on me. I have them hidden everywhere. Then in this pocket, I really mainly just keep checklists and post-it notes on me. Here is just a bag that's got a load of labels that say notes on, which you'll see where I use those in a second. And I got a checklist, and then a cute little checklist pad, which is a bit more kawaii than the other one, which is a bit more serious. And then I'll show you what the other side of this looks like once we get through this. So like I said, this is my weekly planner, and I have a little paper clip here, which looks like this, which is from, I think it's from Sainsbury's. I have 2 of the other ones in my work planner, which have a really pretty pattern on them. They're like chevron and then floral. But yeah, these came in a set. I'm not sure if you can still get them, but I'll link them down below if you can. And that holds my place, or the week that I'm on, which is currently this week, which looks like this. So basically the way I usually lay out these pages is that I will write the important things down here and I will highlight them. Everything that's highlighted is important. So, you know, this week I have a presentation tomorrow. I was meant to have an interview I'm being interviewed by the University magazine, which was meant to be Tuesday, but has actually been pushed back to next Friday. But yeah, so everything just gets highlighted here. So it's all nice and easy to see what is important and what isn't. And then obviously here is just a page full of notes. And you can see I use each week pretty differently, never really stays the same. And yes, those are my designs of stickers. That's a little sneak peek for you. But yeah, again, it never really stays the same. It's just, yeah, I love this page. This is my favourite page of all, I think. But yeah, it just changes every single week, different washi tapes. Some days I don't really use them. Some days, you know, I go really decorative. The brilliant thing about these inserts, which I got from Pellet Studios as well, is that they are not dated and they're nice and colourful as well. If it's not colourful and it's not decorated, then I won't use it, which means some weeks I will forget to have decorated and I just won't use my planner, which to some people might be crazy, but this tends to stay at home with me anyway. I tend to have it at home rather than take it out with me, which means some weeks I would just skip and I would just, you know, skip them completely and then write the week that I'm starting on, which is really brilliant for me, and I absolutely love the way that works because it just means it's completely customizable to what you need and what you want. I do like to use the Studio L2E stamps. I have the List It stamps, and I also have a couple of the other stamps, which I will show you at some point, I see on the future of this channel. But yeah, I usually use those, as you can see, as my checklist. But when I'm feeling really lazy or I've got loads on, and I just tend to write it with my hand, I draw a little circle, or on this side I'll just use the check, you know, I'll just make a checklist out of the square paper. So after this booklet is the other side of the little folder. So in here, again, I just keep memo pads basically. So there's a little memo pad here, a business card for the editor of the university magazine, because like I said, I'm being interviewed and I thought I should keep that somewhere safe. A plain yellow one. So I got these two today, and these are some post-it notes and then some note list-it pages, and these are both from Asda as well. They came out with a really gorgeous like grey and pastel collection, which I loved, and I accidentally bought a bunch of stuff from today, which I shouldn't have, but hey, now it's in my planner, so I'm technically using it. Yeah, so that's just what's in that folder. Next, this is my monthly insert, which I have been really failing to use, but I've sort of caught up, but I find it really hard to decorate this one, to be honest. So this is basically the most decorated it ever really gets. I try to stamp the dates, which I failed to do this month, but again, it just is sort of color-coded, so these will obviously all mean videos. Pink means personal, anything surrounded by red is important. Most things that I highlight in yellow is important, so journalism assignment, film presentation. I had a fair, my first ever fair here, so yeah, a lot of it is colour-coded. It doesn't transfer though, so I need to like figure out what colour does what and actually stick to it each month. But yeah, I don't really tend to use these very well. They're not very pretty, but yeah, I'm trying to work on that. But I really love at the bottom here, it actually has this thing called things, and then it has a checklist for each day of the month. So if you were doing like a no spend month or a Scott challenge or some kind of exercise challenge or challenge for yourself, you can tick off each time that you do it in the month, which I think is really awesome. I haven't used that yet, but I think that'd be really cool to do. So I really like these inserts, and they obviously match my weekly inserts as well. And then in the back, there's just a bunch of gridded paper for notes and things, and then they also come with an information page in case you lose your planner or whatever. So I only have just done this page in the grids. I haven't found any use for them. These are just goals. If you've watched any of my other planner tour videos, you know that I don't really do New Year's resolutions. I do goals throughout the year, and then I just tick them off or add and take away whatever I want. So it's not like I'm breaking a resolution, it's completing a goal, and I think that's much easier. And I'm doing quite well here, so I'm very excited about that. Okay, so the next booklet is this one, which again, I've been slacking on, but I've really been making the effort to try and work in this, and it's really helping me. So this is my YouTube and sort of shop booklet. I don't tend to keep that much shop stuff in here as I have that other planner. So when you open this up, it just has the word tutorials at the top, and obviously it's a list of tutorials that I want to do. And here's just random notes. So here are some craft fairs. some videos that aren't tutorials that I want to do, which is that what I'm doing right now. Yay! Yeah, this again is these are the Studio LTE stamps in the side here, and then obviously they're my ideas, which I don't really have many. And then I'm just using this now to plan out videos. So for most of the tutorials, I don't need to plan them out. It's just sort of straightforward. But for videos, they're a bit more complicated, which are, so this one is how I'm going to do a tutorial on how I get my photos perfectly white for my shop, which obviously is a bit more complicated than just a tutorial, and there's loads of things I need to mention. So I wanted to write it all down. This one is 10 tips for running an Etsy shop, which I've been meaning to do for ages. So I just wrote those down, and then I actually made a bigger spider diagram here. I love spider diagrams. I love the way they look. So basically I just took the smaller diagram and, you know, expanded on it. But I just used washi for the inside, and then, you know, highlighters, which are the friction pastel highlighters, and I love them so much. I have the blue, the pink and the yellow, and I love it so much. And then here's just a how to behave on the internet, which is a video that a lot of you really want to see from me. When I said on Crafty Amino I wanted to do it, loads of people gave me ideas on what to mention and stuff, which is basically how I think people should communicate on the internet to shop owners, to people, how not to be rude, you know, read captions. So basically I just made a diagram of everything I hate that people do, but it's a way of me getting it all out of my head and then finding a way to, you know, make an educational video out of it rather than me just rambling and ranting at the camera. Here is charm ideas. As you can see, I'm a bit low. I only started this page the other day. Again, just used some washi tape and then gave it a title, and then I'll just write all of them down there. So yeah, that's just what I use for this, and I love this booklet. It's actually a pastel booklet, so it has purple, yellow, blue and pink in it, which is so pretty. So in this blue one I started the pink is YouTube and blue is my shop, so I don't want to ruin this too much, but that page is me trying to reach 80,000 followers on Instagram, because it's going to be quite a challenge. So I've come up with like a campaign social media strategy thing that will get me to 80,000 hopefully by the end of the year. I really want to hit 80,000. That's one of my huge goals for this year, so I kind of came up with a campaign and loads of ideas to get me to 80,000 by the end of the year. So speaking of followers, again, if you've watched my other tours, you know that I love to document when I hit each milestone with my followers, so that I know like what people want to see, if it was a good week, like how fast I'm gaining followers, all that kind of thing. So yeah, like I said, I've just listed it all out, and then I add the dates when I hit those milestones. So I'm about to hit 71,000, so thank you very much for that, guys. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, I have one for my YouTube, which is xoxRufus, and I also have Kawaii Studios, which is the one that this documents. I haven't used anything in the yellow one, and this bit just has some stuff about my designs, which I'm going to skip over because it's all secret. And then my last sketchbook is my, the last booklet is my sketchbook. And pre-warning, I'm not an artist. It's not really something I'm particularly good at. These are just sketches that I use when I am making my acrylic charms and stickers, which I will hopefully be coming very soon. If you want me to do a more updated sketchbook, just a sketchbook video, when I fill it up a bit more, then also do let me know. So a lot of these will have been cut out of other sketchbooks once I decided to finally settle on, you know, using this Midori system. So here's just some macaroons, and I've got some charms here, so I'm going to show you the original ideas. So these macaroons are for these macaroon charms, which are obviously the beginnings of these charms. So all of these sketches go somewhere, and then I also have a little coffee cup, which is where these ones came from. So these are just like macaroons, sweets, coffee cups, that kind of thing on that page. Next is lollipops, iced lollies and junk food and stuff. I did have a custom order for a lollipop, so I decided to like a lolly or popsicle, whatever you want to call it. So I decided to make some of the ones that we have here in the UK. And then here is a bunch of junk food, so crisps, chips, muffins, cupcakes, pizza, burgers, that kind of thing, which I really do want to turn into charms at some point, but Lord knows when that's going to happen. And here are the original sketches for all of my stationery things. So here you go. You can see all of the originals against all of the other ones. So washi tape, post-it notes, and the planner charms. And there's also Midori. These were actually badge sketches, which I did make badges in the end, but I don't make them anymore because they didn't sell particularly well. But yeah, that's what that looks like. And that's just all a bunch of cute stationery. This page is a bit random. It just has some tutorial ideas. This was me designing my packaging. If you know my shop, then you know I recently designed sort of packaging like this, and this was just me designing the horizontal one, which I sent to my friend who is a graphic designer. This was obviously just a really rough sketch showing exactly what I wanted rather than me drawing it out, you know, precise. Here are just some of my favourite designs that I've made in the past. And then this little sketch here is actually a sketch that I sent to a client who I was doing a bulk order of Alice in Wonderland themed cupcakes. So this is like a Red Queen design, which if you follow me on Instagram, then you will have seen that cupcake design. So obviously I sketched it out for her and sent that to the client so she knew what it was going to look like and she could give it the okay, which I really love that sketch, to be honest. I think it's so cute. Here's a little Baymax page. I tend to, you know, pick a film or I pick a subject or a theme or something and I just sketch to it. So there's the Kabuki mask, the little chip, there's like Battle Baymax and normal Baymax, half and half face, and then there's just a little Baymax. Here is just my Halloween page, which as you can see, this is where all of these designs came from. I was actually going to have 3 ghosts at the beginning. I was going to have a chubby one, a shy one, and then a scary one, but I merged the chubby one and the scary one together. So this is like a chubby, well, it's not chubby. He's got a candy corn like the chubby one did have, and then he's got an angry expression. And then obviously this ghost is very much these 2 designs. And then obviously my little pumpkin came from those sketches. And then on this side, I was actually planning out planner stickers because I got a bit carried away when I started designing my sticker sheets, which again will be coming soon hopefully. So yeah, just ignore that for now. And then here, obviously, I watched the Minion. I didn't actually get through the Minion movie, but at the beginning they show like how the Minions came to be. So there's like a little amoeba, and then there's like a, well, actually no, that's an amoeba. That's like a single-celled organism, and then there's a Minion, and then there's Gru's face, which I actually think came out quite well, even though it's just floating there in, you know, mid-page. But yeah, I think it's kind of cute. And then the next page is really rough and ugly looking, but I'm going to be doing a big order, I believe, for someone who wanted the theme of like rainbows and clouds and unicorns and stuff. So that's what I just sketched out, and I love this little unicorn face. I think it's so grumpy looking. I actually really like the way that one turned out. But yeah, that is the last page in here. Like, oh no, it's not, sorry. Here is the start of my Christmas page. I will be releasing Christmas charms, so do look out for those, but I haven't really done much right now. I've just got a little polar bear, a Christmas wreath, and then a little present, and this was meant to be a penguin, but it turned into like a chicken of some sort. So that is the end of the tour. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to know more about Midori, like I said, I'll leave some links to some really great videos in the description. I'll also leave a link to the shop that I bought mine from. They do some gorgeous colours. I've got a little brown taupey one that's always in my cart on Etsy, but I can't justify buying it just yet, sadly. But I really love the way these look. I know a lot of people are scared to try Midoris when they've loved ring band planners, and it is not for everyone, but I feel like if you were going to do it, then buying a slightly cheaper one and not going straight for a Midori is a really good way of doing it. And like I said, I'm converted now. I absolutely love these planners. I just think they're so customizable, really easy. You can get smaller sizes, bigger sizes, thicker ones so you can fit more in. It's just really customizable. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to check out all the links in the description down below if you want to learn more or want to see where I bought things. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more from me and you want to learn more about polymer clay, then don't forget to subscribe. If you want to watch my last video, then you can click on the screen right now, and don't forget to check out all of my social media and my shop, Kawaii Studios. So see you guys later. Bye bye.